What is this? This is the Marketing Masterclass. My name is Chris, Head of Education at the Freedom Club. For those who don't know, the Freedom Club is an awesome place to come and learn dropshipping. Highly recommend it. This is where all the students are that I'll be talking to today. We have thousands of dropshipping students, and it is my pleasure to teach all of them today. So welcome everybody to the stream. Hello, Hanil, Joshil, Kaden, Danish. Welcome everybody. I'll give everybody a couple moments to jump on in. And in the meantime, let's go check out the questions you guys all have on the event page. Damon, hello again. Sam, Sharon, Cody. Everybody's here tonight. Now, if you guys want a better viewing experience, you can jump over here to watch on YouTube. Watch the stream. Okay. Darcy, give me a second, guys. I'll just pop this in the subreddit. Dropshipping. Masterclass. What's the date today? 2nd of the 8th, 25. All right, what do we got? What do you guys want? Nat, hello. Priya, hello. Darcy, hello. All right, what do you guys want to get help with today? Let's take a look. Starting with, oh, I should probably have put the link in there. Hey. Okay, Jashil, review your ad accounts. Ads seem to be doing well, but no sales coming through. Tavi, you feel like you're wasting money, should stop and regroup. Yeah, maybe. Take a look. I'll just go into your ad account and let's start from there. Tavi. Okay, last 30 days, 2 purchases at $140 a purchase. Hey, you probably did the right thing by pausing. Probably did the right thing. Let's pause that so we can go. Working on another product to launch. Okay, no problem. But whether or not you start your ads back up for this thing, up to you. But let's see if we can pinpoint where things went wrong. That would help with the next one. Okay. Click-through wise, cost per click is pretty good. CTR is pretty good. And your CPM is pretty good. Travel backpack. Okay. You've done testing here. Oh, okay. So, when we're doing testing, when we're just launching a product, and it's the first product that we've launched, and we're trying to see and take our bearings in things, it can cost a bit of money before you start getting sales. And the idea of testing your targeting is to test in bursts. So you've spent a little bit too much money here. What you should be doing, I mean, $10 per day is pretty good, but you've overspent. We probably don't need to spend more than $25 to $40 testing an individual interest before we know if it's going to work. So broad, this has told you, you can probably get some sales with broad, probably, but we're going to need to improve your ads or maybe your landing page. We'll go over that in a second. Baggage and travel, not too bad ideas. There are many other interests that you can start to target. And the best interest to target that I like to target, I'm going to put in the chat here. It's called engaged shoppers. Everyone should at least try targeting engaged shoppers as an interest. Engaged shoppers are people who Facebook knows regularly purchase things off Facebook. And everyone else, Facebook says may purchase, but they don't have any data to say that they do. So it's for most of us, engaged shoppers are going to be a good audience to test. And you got baggage, great. You got travel, great. You could do frequent travelers. Let me just check your targeting. Purchase. You've got way too much in here. Way too much. You know, commuters are not travelers. And people who... Okay, so if I was... How do I describe this? When I'm doing this, it's one ad set per one interest. Okay, one ad set per one interest. If you're testing travel, if one of these interests had have worked, but you've got them all in here in your testing campaign, you'll never know which one of these worked, because commuters may not work, whereas frequent travelers, maybe that would have worked, but you won't know now. You will never know. So we only test one interest per ad set when we're doing testing. And now hopefully all of these are exactly the same. So comp, C1, C3, C4, C2, cool. Comp, C1, C2, C3, C, I think that's the same. Yep. Good. These are all the same, yeah? I'm not blind. They're all the same ads. They should be. That's good. When you're doing your testing, initially, all the ads should be the same. So you're doing a good job there. In terms of clicks, you see here how your baggage... Let's look at baggage, actually. Baggage, travel, baggage, luggage, adventure travel. Well, adventure travel isn't even part of baggage. It would have been great to break these into 3 separate interests and just see which one of these works, because backpack might not work as well as backpacking, or vice versa, but you're never going to know unless you do the test. And yeah, testing's tedious, and there's a lot of duplication involved. And you've got to have a proper strategy in your head when you're doing this, because you will find a gem. Like for my handbag store, I found 2 gems. 2 gems, 2 interests that absolutely worked. And then you know what I can do? I won't publish this, but I'll just show you what you can do, where we're going with this, right? So I'm just gonna put this as audience travel test, Chris. I'm not gonna publish it, just so that you know this is the one I'm working on. Where we're going with this is when you find something that works, we can say something like engaged shoppers, and then we can drill it down further, define further, and then we can say travel. And it might be frequent travelers. And we can define it further, who also like luggage. Because not every traveler likes luggage. But if you know individually that each of these 3 got you decent results, and then you do this, then you're laser targeting. Laser targeting. So that's what I recommend. Let's get rid of that draft before I destroy it. Let's go check out the landing page. Let's go see where we're actually sending these people. Does that make sense to you so far, Joshua? And to everyone else watching? Okay. Okay, let's bring this down to mobile view. This is what this would look like to anybody else coming to your page on a mobile. First of all, we've got get 10% off. Thousands have already upgraded to secure stress-free travel. Be next. It's a bit too wordy. I do like the image though. Bit too wordy though. This is what your page looks like on mobile. This is pretty terrible. With much love and respect, I know how hard this is. So when I say this is terrible, it's not to say that you suck. Okay, this is just to say that there is some really big issues here, and that you should be aware of, because I want you to succeed. First problem that we have is this space here. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just get this. See this white space here? So if I actually went onto Facebook and I searched Facebook until your ad popped up, and then I clicked shop now, when you open up, Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. I could be very wrong here. Let me just check on my phone. Yes, bear with me. I could owe you a very big apology. Yeah, it could just it might be a complete. All right, it's actually pretty good on my phone. Not too bad on my phone. Okay. It's only got bad white space because there is something going on, but it's not a huge deal. When I make my screen smaller, more like a phone, it looks okay. So I completely apologize. But this, let me bring this down. We got a lot going on here, right? Sometimes inspect your PC looks like on the mobile looks better. Yeah, sometimes. In this case, there is something weird going on, but it honestly on my phone looks okay. So it's not a conversion killer. Okay, but we've got feel safer in crowded places. That's not too bad. There is a fair bit of white space here that we need to get rid of right here. You have to figure out in your theme where this white space is and how we can remove it, because this is the most important part of your website. On Facebook, we have even less space on Facebook than we have on an actual mobile phone. Facebook opens up a window inside of Facebook, and your website loads inside of that window, which is even smaller than the browser. And so we're working with less space. We want to make sure that the very top half of our page, the most important part of our page, is absolutely fire. Feel safer in crowded places. Fantastic. There's some font issues going on here with the size of the font on my screen that isn't happening on my mobile, so that's fine. That's fine. I don't like this. It's too wordy. It's too wordy, and I want to get straight into the product to make sure this is exactly what I saw on Facebook. So I would get rid of this and move this up and see if you can get rid of that white space just there and just tighten it all. Tighten and compress. I don't like the get 10% off thing that's constantly here. It's quite annoying and jarring, so I would get rid of that. I don't think feel safer in crowded places. I don't think that's what the selling point for this thing is. Breathable backface. Airline carry approved. Built-in back strap for luggage. Multiple compartments. Yeah, this isn't a pickpocket anti-theft product. You've got anti-theft hidden zippers, but I don't think people are buying this for that reason. Can you show me some of your competitors who are having major success with this? These features are all pretty good, but I think we've got to tighten up this. This is a pretty good feature. Breathable backface. You know, I mean, one angle that could possibly sell better for this one might be like the first breathable backpack. That'd be pretty strong. World's first breathable backpack. I know it's not the world's first, but we can say some marketing things in Australia. We're allowed to. Okay, hidden theft, cut resistant materials, smart spacious compartments, water resistance with USB port. Now, we've gone too fast. You're already showing me love by 5,000 Aussies. This is usually something we put further down the page so that we can focus on the features first. Now, this video here is too grainy. It looks like it was taken in the 70s. Is there a way that you could refilm this yourself? And I know you're not sure about this bag, but if you could refilm it or get some clearer imagery, I think it would be good. This one's okay. See how clear that is? That's nice. You could even just replace it. I know that's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's just, it doesn't look profesh. And thanks, Shashil. We'll check those links in a second. Spacious and organized. Cool. Hands-free convenience. Cool. So there's a few things that have fixed up. And what we're going to do is look at your competitors and do a bit of a comparison here of how they're selling this and how you're selling this. Okay, Kingston's 15-inch anti-theft backpack. Okay, so they're going down the anti-theft in their anti-theft bag co. Let's see if they got some ads running. Can you send me a link to their actual Facebook ads? Because I can't find them. Pack safe. Anti-theft backpack. Okay. Is that the same bag though? I think yours is better. To my eyes, yours looks way better. These are way stronger for these guys. Let's have a look at PackSafe's ads. Pretty sure they're a big brand, right? Yeah, massive brand. But are they selling this particular product? It's pretty cool. Yep, they are doing anti-theft. Okay. It's pretty cool. Combination padlock. Not the same bag. You found a competitor selling the exact same bag, but the same concept. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So what's the difference here? Like these usage photos, this is top notch. Really, really well done. What's your price like? $110 versus $179. Yeah, price is on point. I don't love this photo, the style of it. The first thing that we see when we land on this page, what is it? Just the bag. I love these. Protect your bag. Fasten it so it can't be stolen. Protect your belongings. Protect your identity. And here, we don't really have any of that stuff. We're talking about spacious and organized hand-free convenience, but you haven't really told me down in here any of the designs that make this anti-theft. And I think that's the big problem. I think when you're going to say anti-theft, show rather than tell. Show where the passport goes. Show the belongings. You know what I mean? So if you do want to run this bag again and give it a bit of a test, rejig the landing page a little bit more and refocus on the unique selling points of the product. You're on the right path, Jishil. On the right path. Like more than you know. You just need a little tiny bit more oomph behind it, you know? You've certainly got the right ideas, and I do like this. I just don't like the text behind it. If you're going to have a headline, headlines are great, but too much text too quickly. But got to kind of ease them into it before we give them the whole shebang. But yeah, keep at it. Please keep at it. All right, moving on. Whoops. All right, Anil, review your ad accounts. Yomo, how can you get access to the UGC from the Freedom Club? Probably inside the Freedom Club. If you're a paid member, I think you have to. I'm not sure if you have to be a paid member or not. I think you do. I could be wrong. And I think, one of the coaches, can you remind me how we get access to the UGC? there's a lesson, right? There's a lesson that has the link to go and get yourself your UGC ordered and paid for. Okay, Hanil, you made an Advantage Plus campaign on Sunday, duplicating your current one and adding 7 new creatives, and all the spend is going to the same image 4. Okay, no problem. Paid members only, video lesson. Sweet, thanks, Jimmy. Just as I thought. So when we duplicate an Advantage Plus, Facebook may choose to send all of your money to the one ad, because that ad, it might be your best ad as far as Facebook is concerned. Facebook has different rules for determining what your best ad is than we have. It looks for engagement. Which ad is getting the most engagement? Clicks, views, that kind of thing. And it may not be what gets you the most sales. And I know that's frustrating, but you might find that you turn the ad off that gets all the spend, and all of a sudden your sales just drop off a cliff. So I wouldn't recommend necessarily turning that off, but turning it off in your new campaign that you're testing, absolutely a good idea. If it's taking all the spend and you want to like send the spend around and test out some more ads, yeah, you can turn it off. Is this the reason why you've had 2 bad days? No, Meta is just a roller coaster. This is definitely not the reason why you've had 2 bad days. Should just turn off image 4 in your new ad set and see? I would, yeah. I'd turn it off and just see how it goes. Is it normal? You was expecting a different winner in your ad set? It can be normal, yeah. Now take a look. You're close to silver and you need to scale. Just remember, not all products can be scaled, and not all price points can be scaled. You can run profitably, and look, your profit is great. You might want to maybe start targeting a different market. Maybe you want to reach out to America or Canada or the UK. And because your price point is lower, oh, abandoned checkout. Look at the open rate. It's terrible. For some reason, that's terrible. Your other open rates and click rates are actually pretty good. So definitely work on your abandoned checkout. And you want to have abandoned cart too. You're getting there, man. You're getting there. Let's take a look at your ad account. But I don't know where I'm looking. I don't remember what your store name. Oh, Snugwell. Okay. Give me a second. Chris Chara. Have a look at your brand and the changes you made. You're getting traffic, but conversion not consistent. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me your URL, my friend, because I don't remember. Snugwell. Okay. Great purchase price. So what happens if you just increase the spend per day? $18 a purchase. I mean, if this was $200 a day, would it stay? This is what you have to test. If you increase the budget, does this stay around this price? Okay, 43 purchases, image 4. Increasing 20% every 3 days in your old campaign? Yeah, man, just keep increasing. It doesn't even have to be every 3 days. You could increase this 20% every 1 or 2 days if it's doing really well. You don't need a second scaling campaign. Look, what I want you to understand, when you create an Advantage Plus campaign, it doesn't just know which people are already in your funnel, which people aren't. It's a completely fresh new campaign, and it's going to throw out a net to find people. It's going to take a bit of time for those people, like they're like fish, to swim into the net. And like an Advantage Plus needs a good probably 7 days before you have any indication that it's going to be good or not. So if you can afford to make a new Advantage Plus, sure, go for it. But if you want to make more money now, I'd probably turn that one off and see if I can scale this one first. Yeah, I mean, that's a broad scaling. What's this one? Broad again. And then have you done interest targeting? I mean, look, here's what I would do. I mean, there's different techniques that I teach in the scaling masterclass that comes after this course, after this call, and I would suggest something different when you're at that level. To get to that level, I want you to keep things simple so that you don't overload yourself. If this was my account and I wanted to get into silver or whatever, and I wanted to get that $5,000 a month profit, I would turn this one off and I'd just scale this one 20% every 1 or 2 or 3 days, whatever you're comfortable with. You tried interest? Sure. Did any interest do well? Physical fitness work well? Well, I mean, this is working really well at $40 a day. And this is using campaign budget. So you could duplicate this out and you could add in physical fitness as targeting. And that might be a really good thing to do. And it's probably time to restart your retargeting campaign. That's what I would do. So I would turn off second scaling for now. Come back to it later on when first scaling is doing well. You can come back and do your testing again on your next creatives. But you're probably at a point now where your creatives are quite good and your conversion rate is quite good. So just focus on the one. Now you know these ads are good. You know they work on broad, so duplicate it and then target. No, you don't need to have 2 Advantage Pluses. You don't need that. Duplicate this ad set and then target your physical fitness because that worked well. And off you go. Happy days, my friend. You'll probably be scaled to 10K within a week. All right. You're done. Okay. Danish. Hoping to get your campaign reviewed, mixed results. Give me full access to the 30/30. Yeah, I need to know what your account's called, Danish. Kindred Keeps. Okay, Kindred Keeps. Hey, where did my ad go? Took on board Jimmy's suggestions? All right. Kindred Keeps, 2 purchases at 2. Oh my goodness me, that's a lot of money for a purchase. Yikes. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think the product's it. One sale since then, starting to want. Yeah, look. Ordered UGC from Bilal. Yeah, if this was my product, I would be moving on, honestly. It's obviously not as hot as it needs to be, and look, you can tell because while grandparents click through was pretty good, and I guess broad was okay, CPM was quite high. Everything else is a little bit sad, and the cost per clicks are outrageous. Like you can't scale something when you're getting $3 to $4 cost per clicks. It's just going to be so hard. Surprisingly, it worked okay for broad for when you were running it, but still $3 cost per click. Yikes! Look, it's a cool idea. I have seen these products before. There's nothing wrong with your landing page for this product. Nothing particularly wrong that I can see. Some of the, like products like this, they don't need to have a whole lot of stuff working for it. I mean, there's stuff that you could do to improve it, but it's an uphill battle from here because these stats are not getting me excited at all. Yikes, that's a lot of money to have tested a product. I would have pulled the pin on this one a little while back. Who's your main competitor? Can you show me a link? Montessori. Toddler's frame. I could be wrong. I could be wrong here. They could be good. We'll have a look. I mean, their website does look nice. Okay. Okay. These guys have put a lot of effort into their ads. Now they've been running it since March. I think I'm wrong. They're making money from this, for sure. And they got a lot of other kids' products here too that will probably sell very well. And they're definitely making money, but it's a stark difference in terms of website, in terms of quality of, because on your website, we're not really showing very much versus theirs. We've got GIFs of the product in use. Is your home a gallery of your child's imagination? God, that's good. Whereas here is very cut and dry. Keep the memories, not the risk. That doesn't really get me going. Good that you've got the GIFs. So look, pause your ads for now. Pause your ads and let's hit this up again once your website looks amazing. Jimmy, can you help Danish out getting her website to look a little more like this? And in terms of ads, what I'd like you to do, okay, what have we got? We've got interests. I find it weird that broad works so well. Didn't push it early to the same view as your product. Didn't need a Jimmy special page. Yeah, look, I think it does. I think it does. In terms of ads to Danish. Oh, sorry, his. My bad. My bad. Sorry. I can't see your actual photo, so I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. So in terms of ads, we don't have enough. When we look at your competitors here, they've got a lot. So you may have to buy the product yourself and make some ads. And then this is mostly image ads. Oh, they're selling a lot of stuff, hey. You need to make some ads. Oh, it's you and your wife. Well, that doesn't help me at all, Danish. Now, am I talking to Danish or am I talking to a different name? I'll try and remember for next time. Yeah, so you may need to buy this yourself and actually go and create some of this content. Not the pool stuff. I think that's a bit silly. Tidy up the chaos and putting it in there. I think that's cool. All right, moving on. We'll keep that open. Cody. We ran ads to your website at the start of the month for 5 days, got 3 sales. The ad data was within data metrics you aim for. You turned ads off completely, upgraded your website using Section Store for better layout. Good. And more trust. You've added new and improved product images. You've implemented all the changes that have been able to from both myself and Jimmy. Launched the website. Added 2 more products to the creative and now running $70 a day in ads. You've only managed 2 sales in 5 days. Even dropped your price by $10 for 3 days, even though you've used 5 pieces of the same creatives. The metrics are now way out of the metrics you aimed for. The overhaul has not helped. Pure Nest. Pure Nest. All right, let's take a look. Let's see if we can fix what's going on here. Give me a second, guys. What am I looking for? Where am I? Looking for Pure Nest. All right. Last 30 days of Pure Nest. Glow brush. 2 purchases. Not what we want to see. Need to search deleted. I don't even know if I can search deleted. Okay, the click rate 1.7. We need that to be higher for sure. Cost per click is a bit expensive. Not quite what we're looking for. Housekeeping. Cleaning. Okay. We've got some decent ones in here. Household goods. That's interesting. What are we doing here? Creative testing. Facebook doesn't want to load. Come on, Facebook. There's people watching. Campaign delivery is deleted. I'll see if I can. Purchase. Household goods. C9. Oh, I'm a bit confused. Your testing is very. Oh, you're using this product. Okay. Okay. $50 on this one spent. Click through is okay. Cost per click's a bit high. I mean, the thing that you got to remember is this product's now been out for, like, it was going viral when I first started teaching here at Freedom Club. And you're competing against people who've sold hundreds and thousands of these to a market that's seen this before. It's not the easiest product to sell, I think, at the moment. And like it's definitely had its day. Definitely had its day. You're gonna want me to look at your deleted. Yeah, I don't know if I can see it, man. Oh, is this it? That's it. I can see it. I'm just an idiot. One second, guys. One sec. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in a second. Okay. Can't see. Oh, you got no idea. Do ad sets deleted and deleted for the ads. Yeah, guys. This is a good thing to realize. You never ever delete your ads. All right. Now here we'd spent. Yeah, we haven't. Okay, so what happens, right? What happens with Facebook? If you've only got a small budget and you spent $224 here, CPM was lower, cost per click was a little bit lower, and the CTR was around about more or less the same. So keep that in mind. And then we came back and we've now started again. We've spent a little bit more money, and now the market has shifted maybe. CPM a little bit more. CTR, a cost per click about $1 more, and the CTR a little bit lower. I have a feeling that the product itself is just not exciting, but the way that you've set up your ad sets, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's no rhyme or reason here. There's no, I mean, okay, you got cleaning, housekeeping, household goods, cleaning, and most of these are running different ads. If you're going to be testing an interest, every ad set should have the exact same ads, And the reason why we do that is because we got to compare apples with apples. There's no point knowing cleaning is better than household goods when household goods has two of these, and cleaning, well, that's not a bad example. The house sprinkling, that's okay, bad example. But audience testing, okay, bad example. Motherhood, okay, I take that back. But then in cleaning, we've only got C3 copy, so I'm not sure what we're doing there. And then household goods, we've got two different ads, not sure what we're doing there. And this one's only got one ad, so I got no idea what we're trying to do there. You got to test like for like. In terms of product itself, let's have a look at the landing page. Once Facebook loads. Landing page is actually quite good. There's a lot going on, but it's actually really, really good. Bloody well done. I think if you had launched this a year ago, you probably would have made so much money. And I think now you know how to build a beautiful landing page. Like, really good job. 10 out of 10. Nailed it. So the problem must be the ads. What would I do? Personally, I like the idea of Pure Nest. I think the branding is quite nice. I think the website, like the Pure Nest logo, I think home cleaning stuff. I did try the niche. I did make a fair amount of money in the home cleaning niche. I would probably be looking at testing a different product. I really would. But that's just because I personally think this product has just been done and done and done and done. And now I think it might be saturated. Is there anything I can suggest that we can maybe get some sales going? I don't know. At $53 a purchase, without investing a ton of money and going and getting a whole bunch of really good creatives, it's going to be an uphill battle. You have a good product? Fantastic, Jimmy. So, Cody, a quick pivot. A quick pivot is what you need to do. Your branding's ready. You know how to make a good landing page. Let's go test something else that's very similar that you can hit the ground running. We can get Bilal to make you some product videos for the new products. And I want you to make it the same way you've made this page, because the layout's fantastic. I want you to use the same kind of look and feel. You can just duplicate this whole template, right, for this product, and then just change the bits and pieces to make it into a new product. That way you'll know exactly where to place the things, and your next product will probably do way better. But yeah, I think this product is done and dusted. Right, where are we? Okay, we got 10 minutes left, guys. Rhonda, review your product page here. Great. Okay, good. You're spending the time to get your conversion rate up, the open rate up in the emails. Fantastic. Okay. I do feel like this pop-up was popping up too quick. So that's one thing. I don't know if that's just me or if that's everybody. That did pop up very quickly. Frustrated with vaginal infections and imbalance? Start here. I probably would change this text a little bit. You got the right idea, but frustrated with vaginal infections and imbalance, it doesn't sound as scary. So you could try and use ChatGPT to like come up with a better way to say that headline. More like thousands of women have defeated vaginal infections using this secret formulation. That's a bit stronger copy there. Your 5,000 reviews, it's weird that it's centered, and it's weird that there's no product title here. Usually we have the name of the product here, then we have the reviews, and they're usually down here. And you've got 5,000 plus reviews. That's putting me off because it should tell me exactly how many reviews you've got. And I can't tell. So automatically I'm losing trust with the webpage. Maintain a healthy vaginal pH balance, eliminate odors, irritations. These are pretty good. But up here, we need to work on that trust. Cool. Okay. That's probably why you're getting less sales, is because your images aren't loading up. I don't know if that's a me thing. Just check on my phone. Yeah, they look like they're loading up on the phone. Oh, it's because they're GIFs. Oh. Oh. I think you might need a better way of putting these videos in there, perhaps. They're not loading on my desktop, but they are loading on my phone. I'm wondering if other people might be having the same problem. Like randos coming to your website might have the same problem with this not loading up properly. That could be what's stopping some people from purchasing. You might want to just have static images here if the GIFs are too big, but probably look into that.